Stream elements. Build 1949T is now live. Streaming DCS World, My Flight Simming, DCS. Stream elements. Build 1949T is now live. At the roads lesser taken 1930. Ripoll stream. At the roads lesser taken 1930. Old.
Yeah, RIP the old stream. You mean the one from just a bit earlier tonight, I assume? It all caved in whilst I was loading the mission up. I got a black screen on the main screen and the other two screens had partial windows. I waited for it to sort itself out and it didn't, so I then reset the computer and once it had come back up I did a shutdown and a cold boot to bring everything back to normal. And then the rather drawn out process of getting back into DCS and the mission. Well, we've got somewhere this time. And as usual, I'm going to just go for a spit for safety.
At the roads lesser taken 1930. OOF, that had to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it was, because it takes quite a time. I mean, I have to open so many things when I'm about to fly. I've got tons of stuff that I have to open and ready. And of course then I'm live streaming, I've got to get that set up. And I also live stream to YouTube, so I have to go. I don't know what that was. Can't see what the aircraft is. I could look on the map, but not worried for a moment. So, forgot where I was going with that. Things are still settling down. It's still a bit jerky as I look around. Let's see who that is. Oh, it's Soda. In a 51. I thought it was a P-51, but I didn't want to open my gob and say the wrong thing, embarrass myself. Here he comes again. definitely a bit jerky at one point there. Okay, let's see if things are working. Let's try voice attacks. See if we'll get some. Oh, get loaded up. Bullets. Okay, so that's working. Well, at the moment, it's always a bit temperamental to some degree.
Request rearming. Copy.
Nice one,
Ghetto's
so.
Edwards. Hey there, Bill.
Hello, Ghetto. I just had a little bit of a painful process because I had to, when I was loading in, everything went a bit pear-shaped, and I was just saying I had to reset the computer, and once I waited for a while to see if it was going to catch up, and it didn't, so I reset the computer. Then once it was back up, I shut down and did a cold boot just to get everything back to normal, and now I'm back in. Bit of a pain, but
Rearming complete.
I think probably there was a load of stuff cached somewhere. I use Facebook a lot, and I have loads of tabs open on my browser at any one time. So maybe it's to do with that. It's perhaps remembered stuff that was eating up the
Ghetto's
resources.
Edwards. Copy that. Yeah, I seen the stream come on the go off. Figured something
Yeah,
happened.
it definitely happened. There's Soda. Nice one, Soda, if you're copying this. Okay, I'm going to shut up because otherwise I won't get started. Tonight I have a Murphy's, which is, for those that don't know, Murphy's is very similar to Guinness, a little less bitter, I think, maybe. And I don't mind that either. I'm very happy with the bitterness of Guinness. Right, so yeah, it's a Murphy's tonight. A bit smoother, if you like. A bit smoother, maybe, than Guinness. But Guinness
Ghetto's
is
Edwards.
still beautiful stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got some Guinness in the cupboard as well, so I've got the option to have whichever one of the two I want. Right, so I'll check for the radio. I'll get the radio menu up first. Radio. Frames. Frames. That's it, it didn't get frames first time. The top left there is my current frame rate. Right. I'll do a quick radio check, just in case someone's got their ears on. 49 radio check. I'm starting in a spit I normally do anyway, but I'm especially going to start on it tonight because as there's been an issue, I want something that I know well enough and is more simplistic. And the Spit is one of the simplest aircraft really to get going in. Clear prop.
Radio check.
Yeah, copy there, copy.
I'm
Excellent, excellent. And the reason my engine didn't start was because I didn't. So let's do that again. I'll probably need to reprime and put my mixture lever back to normal. Just give it 3 pumps and see if it works on that. Mixture lever. Crack throttle and do it again. I think my track IR's all over the place at the moment, as I said to it. I'll do my trims first. Yeah, it's definitely out of whack, so let's centre it. Assuming track IR, I was going to say track IR, assuming that voice attack is going to behave itself and respond. Centre. Oh, I don't think it picked up, but it's not picking up my push to listen button. Okay, I cured this, or rather, it cured when I did something last night. Although it worked okay on the bullets command just then, so I don't know why it's not listening now. Centre. Centre. Could be that it's picking up too much noise, which you can probably in the background from my seat, my sim shaker seat. Could be that that's affecting it. What is the noise? Okay, I'll just do it manually. Sorted. Taxi to 0. Now, I'm obviously not clicked on this screen. Once again, I've got to look for shell holes, shell craters in the text line here. I think it's clear. And of course the runway itself sometimes has shell craters at this end of it. Oh, announce my intentions. Hold on. Undead's got his ears on, although I'll take off way before it gets to him. 49 Spitfire 08 for takeoff. It's got to be soda behind me. Put some lights on. Okay, I'm going to roll. Copy. Let's go beat up Ghetto.
Unbelievable how beautiful this is in VR.
That's good. Good to hear. Good to hear, Zola. Nice that it's all running for you nicely. Oh, what happened there, Ghetto?
Nothing. Still sitting here about to take off. Might have been a little bit of lag or something. It might have looked weird on your end, but I'm still sitting right here still.
You just suddenly disappeared.
I still see you guys.
I can see you now. I can see you on the map, and I can see you on the runway. how about we go take out the artillery to the sort of west-southwest of Nozdok. It looks like I had identified the wrong field. Or did I? I can't see that. Artillery. Sure, they're normally in the field is off my port region. But they're a B and E. Okay, the bridge then. I don't know where they are. That's a bit odd. I have to mention that to Lexar. It seems. Oh well, I'm saying it seems they didn't spawn in, but as they did, that got so destroyed that they disappeared. See if I can find some of those infantry, but I probably won't be able to see them. I just was spraying and praying, I think. There's one. Maybe he's the only one that was left. Maybe he wasn't, because we just had some firing coming out from that area. But the artillery that are normally in this field are not there. Okay, I'm gonna pop over to the east, BTR's to the east of Mosdock Airfield. I said that on my stream, but I should have said it on radio. I'm now going to pop over to the BTR's to the east of Mosdock Airfield. Nice, I think that's probably finished them all. I think at least one of them, two of them must have been damaged or destroyed before we got here. Not taking any more ground fire at the moment. I reckon that's all of them done. Okay, for an RTV. A wobble on there, so I'm not sure if it's the prop was taking a bit of a hit or whether the pilot's damaged. Yeah, I have to agree with Undead there that when people are actually on the taxiway, you can't use it as a runway. If the taxiway is clear, that's a good thing. But if people are on it, they should use it as a runway. 4908 final. Bullets.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy. Refueling complete.
I don't think I've got any damage, so I don't need to.
Rearming complete.
I've been rearmed. I'm going to take off. I didn't listen properly to see if my Echo 19 sound for this bit was going. Normally, when I rotate, when I'm on the ground, it goes quiet when I'm at the front, and it's not doing it. So I'm not quite sure why that is. I'll take off. And see what it's like when I close and open the camera again. Ghetto, are you planning to roll soon, or should I take off?
I'll have to repair, possibly get a new aircraft. You go ahead.
Yep, copy that. I'll move on to runway and get going. 19 Spitfire, 08 will take it. I didn't set my trim. I didn't set my trims for takeoff. That's bad. At least they're currently in flying formation. That's all. Got the ears on, you copy?
Yeah, receiving.
I've noticed that the artillery are not in the field. Does that mean that they've not only been destroyed, but been destroyed to the point where they're not even in the field anymore, not even as wreckages?
Voice check, sorry.
Yeah, copy.
Okay, I was pressing the wrong key. What one's you talking about?
The artillery to the southwest of Mosdock, but that line of north to south tank type things, they're not there. So does that mean that they've been destroyed to the point where they've actually completely disappeared? But there's not even like wreckage in the field. There's no little black dots of wreckage.
It depends. I haven't changed anything on the map, that's for certain. Whether or not they've changed it so that the wreckage is decay, I don't know.
Well, I suppose it could be, yeah. It's almost like they haven't spawned in, but I don't know how long this mission's been running.
Usual time, it started at 8. I would hazard a suggestion that I see Soda was on, and he does a lot of bombing. So he might have bombed them earlier on, so they would have been sitting there as wreckages for a long time.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, so there's earlier on. As he was saying, he's got his VR, so it's completely re-downloaded and reinstalled DCS, I think, the whole 500 gig of it, and he said he's got his VR working now, so that's a good thing.
Right, gotcha.
drop by and say hello.
Very nice.
Okay, I think I'm gonna RTB. I'm gonna land and grab a Moz because mainly I want to get in the split as usual because of the issues I had earlier on PC wise, which seem to be stable. It seems to be okay. So I'm gonna land and jump in the Moz.
Roger that.
I think I'll bleed off a bit of speed. Just so.
Roger that. Select sort of turning on 0.
Copy. Okay, just nice to watch the big gun firing for a little while there. I'm going to leave the spit here and jump in the Moss. Bullets.
Request rearming.
Copy. Rearming complete.
Fun on mosquito radio check.
Yep, 2-4.
Thank you.
Are you actively or going to be actively working on the convoy?
If it's there, yeah, I'm quite happy to do that.
Like the red convoy that's to the west
The
of the
enemy one. The enemy one. Well, I can. I hadn't thought of it, but yeah, I can. I've got bombs on board, and you never know, I might hit something.
No, I didn't know what your plans were, so if you were going to do something else, that's perfectly fine. I just didn't know if you were planning on hitting them.
I wasn't planning to, but if people are there and they want some assistance, support, I'm very happy to do that. Otherwise, I'll just go for the parallel forces at the north of the airfield.
That's correct. Okay.
And I've got a Murphy's Bigora at the moment. Run starter.
Run the starter.
What?
Copy.
I think you spoke Lexor, but I couldn't get what you said at all.
Yeah, I was just confirming that I'll do a quick bomb pass on the red convoy.
Okay, well, I'll join you over that way then. I'm happy to do that. I've got to take off first, but yeah, I'll do that.
I don't know how many will be left. I've got about how many bombs I've got, so I'll just do a general release of them and see how many are left.
Okay, there was someone speaking. It might have been undead.
Yep, we've got potential 924's coming in, so I'm going to go intercept.
Copy, knockout.
Roger that. I thought they were parked, sorry.
They just spawned again, I believe.
Okay, I think I'm good to taxi. Don't need the ground crew anymore, so I can close the window. For those that don't know, if I don't open that window and I ask for ammo, they won't do anything because they can't hear me with the window I close. I have to open it and shout out the window at them. I'm also going for anyone that's not aware to taxi, to make my turns in taxi. If I want to go to the left, I have to give it left rudder and apply the one brake lever which is just there to put braking, and it will apply braking to the left wheel. Or if I want to go to the right, I'll put my rudder to the right and apply rudder to the right wheel. Not comfortable, especially when you start doing it, but you get used to it. Right, any craters? Seems clear. We'll announce takeoff though. Then I'll head out to the enemy convoy. Trims are set, flaps are set. When I drop my bombs, I've got to remember to open my bomb bay doors first, of course. Okay.
Ghetto zebras. Back now, had to step away for a moment.
Oh, okay. I'm good that you're back. I'm going to take off in a Moz and
Ghetto zebras.
go and give assistance.
It'll catch up.
Okay. Yeah, we're
Ghetto zebras.
gonna hit the convoy.
Catch.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to go and hit the enemy convoy. I've got bombs and rockets aboard. I'm getting better with bombs. Well, not brilliant, but I'm getting better, I think. Okay, I'll announce 49
Ghetto
Mosquito
zebras.
08 for takeoff.
Fantastic, sir.
Roger.
Those is dropping, so tail is up. Rotate. Gear up. Flaps up. Right, the convoy is basically to the west of the airfield. In fact, we're seeing some smoke there, just below the horizon of the convoy. Where that saw, I believe, has been hitting it at least, and probably others. Bay doors opening. I released my bombs. I did get some hit, but I've also been hit. port engine is giving off oil or smoke. Let's go in with the rockets quickly and then get back.
Is that still on the red convoy?
Yeah. I meant to go with rockets then, and I didn't. Let's do it again. Assuming I don't lose an engine. If I do, it could be less mobility. Okay, let's go in with rockets this time. Well, that was successful in as much as I got at least one of them. All rockets are expended, I think. Still got bullets. I'm still there. I still did have one pair of rockets left. So I could have, I just squeezed my trigger in case, my rocket trigger. I'm struggling a little bit now to fly this, so I'll take care of it. Oh no, I caught some damage, RTB.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of smoke trailing.
Yeah, it's my port engine at least. I've got other damage because I've got some control surfaces damage. The ailerons aren't working too well. In fact, I don't think they're working at all. At least not to the left. .9 emergency landing 08. Starboard engine just quit. That's a bit of a surprise. It's a belly flop, hopefully, if I can survive it. I suspect I won't. No, I didn't. That was a bit of a surprise. I didn't realise my starboard engine was going to quit on me. I thought it was only the port engine.
G-Date everyone.
Scott's Models. Hello Scott's, I don't recognise that name. Is this your first time on my stream or just your first time dropping a message? Not sure if Scott's received me then.
At Scott's_models.
Oh, you did.
First time.
First up. Oh, okay. Welcome. Hope you see something that you enjoy. We just fly for fun and we help each other a lot, like instructionally and technically. But it's just a really good fun server to fly on. We've got warbirds and we've got jets. I like the warbirds. I really prefer the warbirds. They've got some character to them. So I'm just going to go through my process and get started up. If you're not familiar, just in case, I will jump out and show you the Mosquito. I will change the livery when I do it, and I will put rockets and bombs on board. You see there's a pilot and a radio operator, but when we're in there, there's no one in that other seat. As you can see, it's empty, but we can have someone in there. Like Naxor has joined me sometimes, jumping in that seat, and he will be operating the radios at the back there. Radio homing in on radio.
At Scots_models. Rave.
I'm not sure. I don't know what I've got on here. Let's get some. I'll open the window because otherwise the crew can't hear me. Ground crew. I'll open the window and get armed, and then we'll see what I've got. I'm going to swap it to RAF anyway. Bullets. Right, we've currently got RAF anyway. So I've loaded up my gun ammo. I'm going to have rockets. I have to reselect them, I think. Oops. Right, that's better. You can see they're selected now, and I'll select my bombs. And I'm going to change to RAF livery. Would you like me to talk through my startup process, Scots, or shall I just do it? I'm happy to talk through it so you know what I'm doing.
At Scots_models. Australian Air Force it looked like.
Ah, right, okay. Oh, I don't know. I'm not very good with liveries. I'm not very good with most things like that actually. But I love flying, and I specifically love flying a Spit, which I'll be happy to do anytime you say go on, fly a Spit. I'll take this one up again first. Scots models. Now, does that mean that you are of Scotland?
At Scots_models. It's okay, you go for it.
And are you from Bonnie, Scotland? Right, I've got armed. I'll go round the start-up. Okay, I've now got to ask them to prime the engines. Hold on. I've got to ask them to prime the engines. I've also got a message on WhatsApp, so before I go much further, I'm going to check that message because it is something I've been kind of waiting for. In the meantime, I'll ask them to prime the engines. I'm going to use voice attack as I have done earlier, and you'll hear me use it, and hopefully it'll work. Sometimes it's a bit temperamental, but let's just see. Run the starter. No, didn't get it that time. I'll try once more.
At Scots_models. No, it's my
Run the
real
starter.
name, and I like building models, aircraft, tanks, ANS stream as I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I just wondered if you're from Scotland. Right, that's not. I'll try it once more. Voice attack is not picking me up on my command. Hold on. Run the starter. No, it's not having it. I have to do it the long way.
Run the starter.
Normally it would have done that. Right, now before I go any further, I'm just going to check
_models.
my message.
Australia, Tasmania.
Ah, right, okay. That's why you were Australia orientated with delivery. Okay, stand by. I'm just going to check this. It's also a video, so it might bring some vocal over it. I'm sure it will be. It's a 1 minute. No, it's not. It's a 38-second video, and it does appear to have some sound on it. Hold on.
Thought I'd give you a little update. This is Seattle venue, Showbox. That's the Death Chat who are supporting. Nirvana have played here, which is quite fun. I think Foo Fighters as well. This dressing room, and then production office where I am. So nothing exciting, but just a little update for you.
Bit of a sound check going on there. Okay, I'm going to respond to that message because as you just heard, he's in Seattle, so I'd like to keep up with what's happening, and I'll drop him a quick response. Okay, I've responded to that message. He's currently in Seattle. They've been there. He's a tour manager for a band called Bad Nerves, which actually have played in Australia and Japan, and tons of times all over the place in Europe. And now they've done South America, and they're now in USA. Moving about an awful lot. Okay, where am I at? I think we're good to start the engines. So open the covers for the starter and booster buttons. Let's zoom in a bit. Except I'm not on this screen. Now I am. Open the starter and booster covers. Magneto's on. Do you fly in DCS, Scots? And there we go for a start up. Okay, we're all good. We don't need the window open anymore. I can close that. We don't need the ground crew. But I say we do have to open that. If we don't open the window, we ask for them to rearm us, and then nothing happens because they can't hear us.
Used to May the 6th years ago.
Used to maybe, I guess that is. Flying DCS maybe 6 years ago. You should come back in here. Come and join us. Come and have some fun.
@Scots_models.
Maybe,
Asterisk
yeah.
maybe.
See, I figured that. Okay, I've got a few more things to set up, like trims and flaps, and getting my guns and bombs and rockets ready. So set my rudder trim, aileron trim, which is actually quite helpful during takeoff, and nose down. Very slow. Okay, trims are set. I will set takeoff flaps. I'll give it between 10 and 30. So on that gauge there, I'll give it between 10 and 30. Unlatch it. Flaps down. Bring the lever back up once it's done. Missed. Guns ready. Rockets armed. And get my bombs ready as well. Open
At
the cover.
Scots_models. Use fly in IL2 1946. Rise of Flight MSFS 2020.
Oh, okay. I used to do IL2, but I don't know, for some reason I just couldn't get on with it. I actually ended up taking it off, which is a pity because I know a lot of people like it, but I think the cockpit wasn't sufficiently interactive for me. This is fully interactive and I like that. Right, bombs are all set, rockets are loaded and armed, guns are on. I didn't check if I've been armed with rockets. I will check. Yeah, 8 rockets. Okay. Do you need me to talk through any of this, Scott? So I'm quite happy to talk about taxiing and takeoff and stuff as I'm doing it. Oh, I'll put my radio on. We use radio on here. We don't use Discord. We use the aircraft radio. I'll do a radio check as well. 49 radio check.
Yep. Check.
Thank you. Okay, our windows closed, trims are done, flaps are ready, bombs, rockets, guns are armed. Let's move.
Scots_models. It's an old game 2007 and was awesome with the mods.
Yeah, I know a lot of people really enjoy it, but to say I couldn't get on with it. I did try, but I couldn't get on with it.
At Scots_models. IL246.
Can't remember what I had. IL2, can't remember. But just to explain this, I don't know if you were there earlier on, but to turn left, I need to give it left rudder and put the brake on a little bit, and that puts braking on the left wheel. And of course, to turn right is right rudder, and brakes will then apply to the right wheel. I need to check for shell craters on the end of the taxiway. They often occur just at the end of this taxiway. Oh, wait a minute, I can't get it. Hang on, I'm trying to accept. Ghetto, if you're hearing, I'm trying to accept, but it's not doing it.
Ghetto Zebras. Click name first.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, good. And if you're in, I can't tell that you're in, but if you're in, welcome aboard. Please fasten your safety belts to refrain from smoking. And if you have your radio set up correctly, you can use the comms, the aircraft comms. Well, I think someone's speaking, but I really can't hear anything. I can hear just the tiny tips of the consonants that are being spoken. Right, I have a separate push to talk button for internal. Can you put a message on my stream if you're hearing me on the aircraft internal?
Check.
Oh, that's better. I'm getting you. You're getting me.
Yep, I got you on the internal.
Excellent, and that's 5 per 5. It's not the same as like trying to hear you on sometimes a very sharp, possibly crackly spit radio or whatever radios. This is somewhat clearer, as it should be, being joining the same aircraft. I'm hearing something else though. I don't know what it is. Are you using push to talk or are you open mic?
I believe it's just the intercom in this craft. I could be wrong though.
No, I didn't know if you're actually using, because if you're not using push to talk, then I'm probably just hearing stuff coming through your speakers, that's all, so it's nothing to worry about. Okay, I'm just going to final just look round and just check that I'm ready to go, and then we will take off. So flaps are
Ghetto Zebras.
ready.
Yes, using push to talk.
Okay, push to talk. Okay, thank you. I don't know what I'm hearing.
Okay.
I'm hearing something else.
I must be, because I'm hearing my keyboard on your stream. I'll fix it.
Okay, right, well, so, hang on. So I think we're good to go. I was going to say something else about that and I can't remember what it was. Obviously it wasn't important. I hope it wasn't important. Okay. Pilot to radio operator, we're about to roll. rotate. Gear coming up. Gear coming up. Flaps up. I'm going to go for the. I've got to keep pushing the wrong one. I'm going to go for the parallel units north of the airfield, trucks and infantry. I'll go for the infantry with rockets.
Ghetto's Evans. Some of the aircraft allow you to see Richard Her's pilots as well. In just sitting to your right, of course.
I'll have to read some of that. I'll have to read some of that Ghetto, but stand by.
Excellent hits. Very
Yeah,
nice.
they looked good, didn't they? Don't know how many are left, there's always some left. I did get quite a number of infantry on that, so that's quite good. And with the bombs for the trucks. You're a bit warm. So you're a bit warm. Okay, preparing for a bomb run. Bomb doors opening.
Sorry about that, my headphones out for a second. I don't think I actually got anything, but made them disperse. And the guns now, I'll take the guns. I don't know if how much you've flown the Mosquito since, but the guns, I always find that I have to really aim at the base of the target, otherwise they go over the top. I think our wheels might be down, looking in the external view.
Alright, okay, well that might explain something. It should be up. Oh, wait a minute. Again.
I suppose I could have put them up as well. That's okay, they're up. They're okay. They're good. I'll keep pushing the wrong button. But yeah, they're okay. They're good. So if the wheels actually look down on external view for you, then that's obviously a graphical thing if they still look down.
Nah. Gotcha.
Oops! Stand by. Hold on to your seat.
Holding on.
Okay, I'll get another aircraft. Now, if you want to fly shotgun again, I can take another one, or I can
now
get
that was
different
cool
aircraft.
stuff.
Yeah, it was good. It was good fun, even though I just went too low and clipped my wing, I think. And that was it. But if you want to fly shotgun again, I can take a Mosquito again, or failing that, I can just jump in a Spit for speed, whichever.
Ghetto zebras. We flew her to the end. Ghetto zebras. Yeril hopping with Yolu.
Okay,
Ghetto
okay, I'll
zebras.
jump in another Mozzie then.
You. Ghetto zebras. That's a different experience.
Yeah, well, when Lexor was in there, he was operating the radio, and we were actually tracking where someone was by him using the directional finding radio antenna. So that was quite good fun. Not particularly easy, and not easy to spot what you're going for, but that was a good exercise. It was good fun. I had Lexor in the radio operator's seat on that occasion. Right, I'm going to change aircraft, and then because I crashed, and then go back to this same one. I think. Right, let's go. Okay, ready to take other crew on board. Bullets.
Request rearming.
Copy.
Now, if I remember right, Ghetto, you from your position, I believe you can reach forward and probably start the engines, because on anything on the right of the aircraft I think you can deal with. So I'll have to get them to run the starter first, but apart from that, do you want to go for starting the engines when we're ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you're familiar with how to do that, I believe, aren't you? Because you've flown it before. Okay, let's try this. Just out of interest, could you
open the the flaps. Hang on. Yeah, open the radiator flaps. The first two switches will do. The left and right hand switch. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, there you are. It's working. That's good. Right. So now, what I normally do, but once again, you can do this from your position. Starting at on the right hand, there's a line of switches. So the starting from nav light, which is the second switch. So nav light and the next 4 switches towards you need to be put on.
Copy.
That's great. Okay. Now, if you'd like to turn the fuel on, I put, so that's down to, as you sit, it's down to your left. I'm not sure how well you can access them from there. I don't know. But there are 2 fuel switches. They need to point, the bottom 2 switches need to point outwards, and then there's a switch above that needs to be up at the 12 o'clock mark. Okay, that's good. Super, thank you. Right, now because I'm not doing myself, I'm having to think of where we're at, what we're doing. So I think the next thing is we can actually start the engines. I'll call, so I don't know that you can, well, you probably could do if you can get the menu, but hopefully I can do it on voice attack. Let me just give that a try. Hold on. Run the starter.
Run the starter. Copy.
Okay, we're good. So if you would like to start the engines in whichever order you prefer, ignition on, and then away you go. But then they're buttons, starter buttons. Oh, you might need something mapped for that, because I use, oh well, yeah, that's running. That's gonna go. Yep, super, great. Celebrate with a sup on my Murphys. Okay, over to you, sir. You're in charge of the second engine as well as the port engine as well.
Good start.
That's good. That's really great, isn't it? I've never done it this way before. I have, when Laxor has been flying, we had a separate objective, so we weren't doing this kind of stuff, but he did operate a few things. Now let's see if you can, I think you can access the flaps from there. So if you give me flaps between 10 and 30, right between that 10 and 30 mark on that thing. Other way. Lovely. Right, and if you make the guns ready. And a right click on the trim, the aileron trim below that gun thing will spin it round to right. So I give it 1 division round to the right. I find that helps with takeoff. Excellent, thank you. I find that helps with takeoff. Since I've been doing that, takeoffs have been more predictable, let's say. And right, nose down trim, I give it, oh, you probably, can you reach that? I don't know how you get to that. 'Cause I'll use. Have you got something to get to your nose down trim? It's on my side. It's probably just quicker and easier if I do that.
Yeah, it looks like I'd have to bind that one.
Yeah,
I'll see the dial.
yeah. Oh, and I've got some switches I've got to turn on and put some lights on. What I normally turn on the right hand side beneath the flaps switches. There's a couple of knobs that you can turn to get some lighting over on the right, and some panel lights. So there's a couple of knurled knobs that you can turn those lights on with, and on the other side here I've got similar, so I'll do them. Cooking. Right, so I'm having to think about this now, simply because I'm not doing it. I'm having to think about what needs to be done and what has and what hasn't been done. This is good. Right, we don't need the window open anymore. We're finished talking to the crew for a while, ground crew. So I can close that, which I don't think you can reach from there. So that one's closed, and the other one wasn't open, but that's up to you for your preference. If you feel a bit warm, please by all means open the window. Okay. Oh, bombs. That's something, once again, it's on your side, so if you'd like to set that, you're most welcome to do so. Open the bomb covers, throw all the bomb switches and the one above, which is like that wide double switch.
Copy. It looks like the aileron trim meta got thrown off there.
Looks alright. It looks okay to me.
It must be one of those weird bugs again on my end. It's way to the left. Yeah, it's good on your end.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. I think actually Laxor said something like that as well when we were flying, that he was seeing different readings to what I was seeing. I assume the ones we have to take notice of are the ones that I've set, but what you've got there on the aileron trim is fine. Right, so all the bomb switches are down. That's good. We're ready to go on that. Rockets are armed, I believe. Did you? Oh no, that's on my side, so I think I have to do that. Right, rockets are armed, guns are armed, flaps are set, trims are set. Oh no, I've got to do the rudder trim. Can you access that knob? I suppose you could do it with your mouse, but access the knob for the rudder trim between T and R. That's good. Okay. I think we're good to go, so stand by. After we've taken off, sorry, wrong button. After we've taken off, a useful thing would be when I'm ready for you to put the flaps up, because I'll be taking off with some flaps, as you've seen, as you've done. So the flaps need to come off once we're after I've got the gear up. I normally bring the flaps up, but that's now something you can do, isn't it? Because I normally have to reach down and click that, but if you can do that, that's better.
Copy.
I'll call for that when I'm ready.
Gotcha.
taxiway
That's crazy.
is clear.
Every single one of the rotary dials behind me, behind the seats, they all are usable. A lot
Yeah.
of the full fidelity aircraft, they're still not even all clickable. This one, you can literally use everything.
Yeah, well, this is what we were doing when Lexor was the radio operator, and I was just a pilot. He was using the directional finder aerial and using the radio to tune into that and telling me which way to go. It was really quite good.
Excuse me! Intercepting the mail is a federal offense, you know. Especially when it's mine.
Okay, we'll take off. I'll bring the gear up and then I'll call for flaps. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Okay. I will announce. 49 and Ghetto, miss the Mosquito, 08 for takeoff. Also feeling the bumps on the runway through my seat, which is rather nice. Okay, nose is dropping, tail is up. Rotate. Gear up. And flaps up, please.
Flips up.
That went the wrong way. I don't know if it's because of your graphics. You should be able to do a right click on the flap button lever.
Looks like they went up. Are they down for you?
They're still showing the takeoff flaps. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's better. That's good. Super. Sorted. Thank you.
Unfortunately, yeah, you might have to control the flaps because it's showing different for me as well.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So I know that Laxor was saying that there's a few things that we saw differently from his radio operator point of view and my pilot point of view. That's alright.
Yeah.
It's worth a try, worth looking at.
I don't know.
Just for bombing practice, I might go for the soft targets south of the airfield, those trucks. Try the rockets to start with.
could have been the infantry in the field that were shooting at us. Okay, I'll see if I can take out that last. I think there's one unit left of the truck, so once that's gone, they will respawn fully.
Okay.
There's these ones
That looks
here.
like
Quite getting on him. If I turned too sharply, she would have stalled out, I'm sure. I think it's just that one left on that lot, and then they will respawn.
Yeah, it looks like just one. Tell you what, he's definitely scared now.
I won't waste rockets on just one. I prefer rockets to be a bit more random. I'm not that good with them. Well, that's got him. And yes, they've respawned. Now I'll go in with rockets on the respawn. When they disperse, I'll have a go with bombs, and then we'll see if you have the option to open the bomb bay doors for me.
Copy.
That was pretty useless. I've got one pair of rockets left, I'll give it a shot and then do bombs. I forgot I had my throttle back. Yeah, I had pulled my throttle back and I needed to push it up fairly swiftly afterwards, and okay, your choice, Ghetto. What do you fancy? We can do the same again, or we can jump in fighters. We've got about 15 minutes.
Ghetto zebras. Yes sir, I'll hop back in if you get in a mose.
Okay, I will do that.
Check.
Check, good. Okay, I'll tell you what, do you want to see if from your point of view you can do some other things like open the window? I know you can open the window, but can you then, are you able to get out the menu and ask us to be rearmed with rocket and bomb?
Yeah, I could try that.
Don't know if I get the screen for the reload. Oh, and bullets, of course, because you're spawning with no bullets.
It looks like it lets me. So what do you usually do? Full fuel, full ammo?
I leave the fuel as it is normally, because we're carrying a bit of a load. So I normally leave it as full ammo, and then I'll click. Oh, you've probably not got the same as me. I'm not sure what rockets it is, but I put on rockets, and then I go for bombs by clicking the center sections of that ammo area, right clicking I think it is, and then do 500 mgs I think.
Do you use the high explosive 4 on each side?
Sorry, say again?
Do you use the RP3 HEs?
Was that the rockets? Sorry, I'm terrible with this, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the HE high explosive looks like I can do 4 on each side.
Okay, I can't remember. Choose what you feel is good. I'll be good with whatever you choose. Because I can miss with anything.
I think I've got your... And for the bombs, do you do 250 or 500? Sorry.
I'll do a couple of 500. I think they're MG, GM, whatever it is, General Purpose, GP or whatever it is.
Got it.
So I don't see the screen that you can see now. I don't see that window.
I think it's working.
Jolly good.
Let's see here.
But they didn't. Did they announce to you that? Did he give you a copy?
I think so. It looks, let me check. Yeah, we've got 2 bombs right now, 100% ammo.
Super.
Looks like we're just missing the rockets. Yep, waiting on one more set on the other side.
Excellent. And can I be cheeky and ask you to change the livery? So you've got to go to the menu again. Keep everything the same, but just I scroll down, go for the RAF 1944 livery.
Got it.
Super duper. This is great, isn't it? This is really good. Another good side of all this. Okay. So once again, would you like to set flaps for me? I can go and do some stuff on this side, whilst you set flaps as you did before.
Got it.
Okay, so flaps. The flaps didn't go down yet. Maybe that's once again a misread between our graphics.
I think maybe you might want to give it a go there. It wasn't moving for me.
If they're electric, it could be that I hadn't got the power on at the time. Do you want to give it another? No, it's not having it, is it? We don't have the engine. Oh, maybe they work off the engine. Actually, yeah, I think they do. I think they do. So instead of that, we'll cancel that. And if you like to start the engine instead, although I normally, in my normal process, I put on the lights that we did before, 2 lights at the front there, and then I go along those 5 switches, and then turn on the fuel at the back there. Cool. Oops, radio. Laxor is saying his radio on. I'm just going to chat with Laxor, hopefully, as well. Yeah, Laxor, copy.
Alright, we're just heading out west. to do another one of those signal things just as a check.
Okay, we'll just follow you. We'll just join you. This is actually pretty good because what we're doing now is Ghetto and I are in the same mozzie, and while I'm going around doing switches, he's doing things like flaps, well, getting engines started and then doing flaps and throwing other switches on the right hand side. So it's really quite good.
Good, that is good.
Well worth doing.
Yeah.
We have engines running, so I'll break off from this and go back to internal comms.
Yep, no worries.
I'll still hear, obviously, if you call.
Yep.
Okay, pilot to radio operator. Could you arm the bombs for me, please?
Bombs are armed.
Lovely, thank you. I'm just doing the nose down trim. This once again, as it's on my side, I think I have to do it. I'm not sure, but I'll do it because it's just straightforward.
Yeah, it is looking like that.
Okay, now you should. Okay, now you should be able to operate the flaps. That's better. Familiar buzzing I'm getting in my seat, telling me the flaps are going down. Super. Super. So I keep pushing the wrong button, but I was just saying when the flaps are going down, I'll get that familiar buzzing in my seat that I'm sitting on as the flaps go down. It's quite good. It does make it that little bit more immersive when you can feel what the aircraft's doing. At the moment the engines are throbbing away. When you start one engine, I've got that throbbing on like the right hand side for the first engine. When you start the other engine, the port engine starts, but they're not in phase initially. They eventually get into phase, but they're sort of buzzing out of phase until they get into it. It's really quite good.
Pretty good, one of those. What are they called? A haptic.
It's a Sim Shaker 6 is the one that I've got, and you need a couple of bits of software to make it run. One of them is the sound module, and the other one is for setting all the degree of effect that you want. I mean, at the moment I've got. I think I've got. Let's have a look. Let's just get an example. Hold on. As an example, bomb bay doors, when they're set to 60%, so that I can feel that the bomb bay doors are opening. Maybe you wouldn't in reality, but at least I can feel it. And engine rumble, I've got right down at 20%. Because otherwise it's really powerful, it's over powerful, and it's quite noisy when I'm using voice attack, so it gets in the way of that. But what's another one? Gear. Oh no, was gear there? Flat movement. I'm just find gear going down. Oh, landing gear down. That's at 100% because I really want to feel that. So, and they're not crazy, but some are crazy. I mean, the one I've got, engine rumble, 20%. If I was to have that at 100%, it would be shaking me off my seat. So, but it's quite immersive. It's quite nice, but not particularly cheap. Okay, I think we're good to roll. Except I'm not on this screen. Something to remember is when if you haven't flown it all that much, I can't remember, but when you spawn in on this, the brake is by default fully on.
So when I pull away, I can't move initially. To take it off, although my brake lever is fully off, the lever on the aircraft by default is fully on. I have to move my slider to take it off full and then adjust it to where I want. So it's just a reminder that the brake lever is by default fully on when you spawn in.
Copy. It's cool, I can see everything moving that you're moving.
Yeah. Pretty good, isn't it? Oops, wrong button again. Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? My push to talk to you on internal is actually, I'm pulling back on one of my buttons on my throttle unit. But to talk to my stream, I push it down, so I keep pushing down instead of pulling back. That's why sometimes I'll say something and you ain't going to hear it. When we took off last time, did you have an issue trying to get the flaps up? Because you were saying it might be better if I do it.
I did, yeah. It didn't seem like it was doing anything when I moved the lever.
Oh, okay. It's just a right click on the F button on the flaps button on the flaps lever, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it another go.
Yeah, because it has to work for you to set the flaps, because you push you left click the flaps to bring the lever down, and then you have to right click to bring it up again. It could be that you just can't bring it up beyond that neutral position. I don't know. It'd be worth a try. We'll see. I can do it if it doesn't work for you. Then we'll fly out west and simply going to accompany the others. I've run out of Murphys, I've just finished it. Well, no, I haven't run out of Murphys, I've just run out of that pint and finished it. Don't think there's anyone else here to announce to, but I will announce our takeoff just in case. So I think it's probably only you, me, Laxor and Undead. Let's have a quick look. In fact, I think has Laxor gone down? I'm only seeing Undead on the map.
He's actually in Undead's helicopter.
Oh, of course he is. Yes, of course he is. That's another good thing as well, yeah. Okay, I think we're good for takeoff. Okay, rolling.
gradually taking the brake off. Brake is fully off now, nose is dipping. Gear coming up. Can you try the flaps? Gear coming up. Can you try the flaps?
So they're coming up. On
Yeah,
my
that's
end.
good. That's good. That's good. It saves me taking my hands off, reaching for the mouse, and going for the flaps level. That's good.
The radio is fine. It's the intercom that's quiet for me.
Well, we can hear you.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's funny. It's definitely a graphical bug, I guess. It says the wheels are down for me.
Ah, right. And of course they're not down when I look at them, so that's just another little glitch on the graphics. What about on the panel in front? Are you seeing any red lights or green lights or zero lights on the gear indicator panel?
Yeah, just on the, it says on the indicator, it says they're down.
Oh, right, okay. Those things are just
down.
those things are just not getting updated. Well, not getting updated for your position. I'm going to climb a bit more because I know there are enemy units down there that might take a pop at us. I'm not seeing Undead's chopper now, so maybe they went down.
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm not going to go for the Mi-24s because I think at least one of them's got rockets on board and that'll take us out. Or missiles, more to the point, no, perhaps guide them. Could go for the A20 maybe. I don't think we can do anything on that orange circle. Well, it was really is. Okay, I think I have eyes on the A20, the lower one, or the nearer one.
Something off my right as well, on our 1 o'clock.
That's the Mi-24s.
Shortly.
Mi-24s. Stay away from them.
Oh, we got 109s incoming now. Don't think we can do much against the 109s, but we'll see. I'm not going to actively go for them. They're travelling north, so I'm going to stick with that with the A20s. Fire, which is kind of good because they did stop firing at us at one point.
Those are good hits.
Yeah, but my trigger is stuck on. I've still got some bullets left, but for some reason it didn't stop firing when I wanted it to.
That's interesting. Yeah, we started going upwards. I thought I was losing connection for a minute there. It's weird that I got stuck.
I think I've only got a small amount, or a smaller caliber left now, probably. We'll see what happens. I'll get close to this one and see what happens. Got the other A20, you know, that was nice. The 20 mils hit note, that A20 was very effective.
Yeah, it was good.
Again, tally ho. I don't think he's going to get away with it, so I'll leave him to it.
He's on fire. Looks like he's still going. Big smoke.
still got bits falling off. Or are they shoes? No, they're shoes. He's going down. Splash 2, that's nice.
Nice.
I'll make my way back to base.
The Templaric Nut. Sup, Bill?
Hello, Templar. Yeah, I have, there's me in this Mosquito, and in that seat there, invisible, is Ghetto, being the radio operator and operating various switches, flaps, and, arming bombs and all sorts of stuff. And the other seat is great. I've got 109s nearby. I hope they're aren't going to come and get me. 'Cause I can't chase them about. I've pushed the wrong button. We've got 109s nearby. I'm not going to try and engage them. I'm trying to avoid them. We are way higher than them, so they're probably not going to see us anyway.
Copy.
And if I was tempted to dive on one of them, no doubt I wouldn't get in, but the other one would then be on me and we'd have two of them on us.
check, Bill. New marker on the map we're testing, which needed to make a minor change. New marker is just off of your left by about 2 nautical miles. 2 to 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, copy. I see the marker, but
actually, we've still got bombs and rockets, haven't we?
Yep.
Yeah, I've still got bombs and rockets, so we could join it. I was going to go back. How long will it take you to get there, though?
Well, we're rolling. We're travelling at a speed, at a height. Probably about 4 or 5 minutes, I guess.
Okay, well I'll just float around here until you get there and try and be around when you're in that place. Assuming we've got fuel, I don't know where the fuel gate is. Oh yeah, they're around there.
Don't forget the 219 circling round on just saying.
Yeah, I'm at Angels 10 and they're at 1.6, so we're pretty safe from them, I think.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's been pretty good because Ghetto was able to, like, able to put the windscreen wiper on, as I just discovered. But he's also able to put the flaps up for me after takeoff, which means I haven't got to take my hand off my stick and use the mouse to put the flap down because I haven't got any map to that. So I don't have to lose control of the stick and use my mouse, so that's good.
Good to know that today. In case we get the weather. Yeah, they really model everything in here.
Sorry, say again, sir.
They really do model everything in here.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty comprehensive. Okay, I'm seeing Undead's helicopter. I'm seeing Undead now below us, around about our 2 o'clock mark, against a gold field.
Got a visual.
It's crazy, now we got closer, I've lost him.
It's just about under our right wing now. Directly below it. Just past us. Passing over him right now directly.
Okay, I'll probably see him when we catch up to him.
He'll be off our nose right now.
Ah, there they are. There's 2 aircraft. Oh no, that'll be him in the shadow, isn't it? Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Who's that?
I'm not seeing it. Oh yeah, now.
There might be a point where we have to switch fuel tanks.
Looking for our fuel gauge right now. Not seeing it.
Yeah, there's two middle fuel gauges, but I'm not sure. There's a number of fuel gauges, and I'm not sure what they all are for. It's obviously to do with center tanks and
_models.
middle tanks.
Are you using a VR set or track IR?
I'm using track IR, Scots. At the moment we're flying along with Undead, who's piloting, and Laxor, who is accompanying on a little mission that Laxor is working on. Because Laxor creates the mission and makes adjustments to it.
Okay.
in a minute, at the top right hand corner, we should get messages when they have got close enough to what they need to be close to in that orange circle. It will say, give a message saying like hold it there for a minute or something like that. At the top right of the screen. They are within the circle, but they've got to be close enough and then hover.
@Scots_models. I'm looking at the PlayStation 5 VR set.
You're good.
VR, very nice too, Scots. Thanks around there. I haven't seen any messages saying you're close or hang on or whatever it says.
No, we're working on it. We'll get.
Copy. What it is, a bit falls off an enemy aircraft. I can't remember the story, but a bit falls off and we can pick it up and make use of it in some way. And he's looking for it. But what it does, it gives you waypoints. And this is the first one. It gives an orange circle. So you go there, then that disappears and you have to go to the next one. And then when you get to the third one, I think that's when you can pick it up. Well, he's kicking up dust, so there we are. In range, hold it steady at the top right. Did you see that message that come through?
Yeah, I just had it pop up.
Right.
Calibrated.
Yeah.
So that's the first stage. The second stage is now we check the map for the second mile.
Copy that. It just got overflown by something, but I couldn't see what it was. Oh, it's a bomber. They're off our 9 o'clock right now, close to Greenfield. And most of them are green.
Alright, we're getting pretty close. Keep it slow.
Not being got eyes.
That is one that is less tolerant, so we have to get closer to that. And so the range that we can be in is small.
Copy that.
5.
Oh, and you're there.
7. Dog
Is this the intel we're looking for? Yeah, I think it's going to be picked up quite possibly as intel. In fact, it might be that dark dot there. Can't tell. Of course, this is only a part of the story. We tested some of it last night, and although it seemed as though we weren't doing anything, it's proving that what Naxor has written in code is doing what he wants it to do.
There wasn't panic.
That's good.
Okay, what's the story with you guys? How are you getting on?
Right, I just need to have a quick read to find out how to tune. Oh, actually, potentially, if Ghetto has a handle on the radio, then he could tune. I think it's on 2 megahertz, and the Mosquito can receive up to 3 megahertz on the AM radio that it has.
So we've got something firing.
Didn't see them come in.
Going down, going down. Excuse me.
Yeah, we're going down.
Pushing out. Four 9 radio check.
Right.
Yeah, the radio took us out. I didn't see him coming at all. And it's a Corsair. So for the sake of Ghetto, if you're on my stream, I've jumped in a Moz just to have good communications, because we've got the internal comms. If you want to jump in, we could use that. I think it's gone 3 o'clock, so we'll probably be folding it there. I hope they get on okay and don't get too decimated by the radar.
Ghetto zebras. LOL, what a scene that was.
Yeah, that was quite something, wasn't it? And a
Ghetto zebras.
new experience.
So cool though. Those 2 flights.
Yeah, it was very good, and it was really good, you know, the
Ghetto
fact that we're
zebras.
working as, like,
Was just enjoying it.
yeah, we're working as, like, as a team in the aircraft
Ghetto
as well.
zebras. Getting some cool clips.
Nice. What I could do is on my stream, I'm gonna find them and see what's happening to them. Okay, so they're on the ground. And once again, for the sake of Ghetto, that aircraft, of course, is a blue. That's the way it has to be at the moment. In the same way as, like, well, different reasons, but Laxor has to use the A-20 as an enemy aircraft. But he has to use at the moment, he's using that Corsair as a blue. Although it's a blue, it's still an enemy. So these are all things that are work in progress, and he's doing a lot of work on it. He's doing well.
Ghetto zebras. The 109 got the radar.
Oh, okay. It all sounds a bit odd, doesn't it, at the moment? Our enemy shot down our friend that was shooting at us. That's that's quite good. But as I say, it's still a work in progress. You use what you can use at the moment, you know, to prove the point. So Laxor, and I'm good if you copy. What's your story now? Have you got to now go and find the third one, or what's happening now?
Well, the frequency has been set, I think, because we heard Dave briefly, and then it stopped. But I just need to work out what's going on.
Oh right, gotcha. Yeah, I would have thought twice about shooting that Raider anyway, simply because it was a blue Corsair in both senses of blue.
Hang on, what? I don't understand this thing about Raiders, what?
Well, an aircraft came in, and it was marked as a Raider. It was a Corsair, and apparently, so Ghetto was saying that it got shot down by the 109. It was the Raider that took us out. So that's what they're called in this, is that those aircraft that are going to try to defeat you in your task, they're called Raiders, are they?
Negative.
Oh well, what was he all about then?
It might have been Templaric.
But actually, that would very much fit with the aircraft that he flies, but why he would be shooting us down, I don't know.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Ghetto confirms it was Templaric.
Okay, well that kind of It makes me feel a bit better that there wasn't an odd name coming from nowhere that I hadn't set. The rest is down to humans, so I can sort that out another time.
Yeah, so what stage are you at with this now? Would your next part be to go and find the third? Yeah, I don't know why Templar did that. Templar, are you there?
It's all fine, LOL. Ghetto Zebras. Buster.
Busted us, that's for sure. But he might be on the carpet with a CO for doing it. Unless, of course, if he wasn't looking at the map, seeing two engines, he might have thought we were an enemy bomber. Yeah, Laxor, it just occurred to me that if Templar wasn't looking at his map, seeing the aircraft, our aircraft with two engines, he might have thought that we were the bomber.
That's what I thought, possibly.
Yeah, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. By giving the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to guess that Templar thought we were a bomber, an enemy bomber. But friendly fire happens in real life. It's just part of war, isn't it?
Ghetto Zebras. Yes, sir.
Undesirable, but it happens. We know it happens. It's happened in probably just about every conflict. It's bound to happen because things are not that black and white and easy to recognise in reality in the moment, especially. So for the sake of other people on my stream, nice few people there, which makes a nice change. Thank you for being there. In that chopper in front of us is Undead as the pilot, and Laxor is sitting behind, and they were chasing various waypoints around, which part of a mission that Laxor is developing. Where we have to go and pick up a particular piece, which obviously has to be done in a helicopter. Then I was with him in hopes to escort, but it looks as though I was mistaken for a bomber by Templar, and Templar shot us down. Well, there we are, as we say, it happens. So, Laxor Undead, are you continuing with this at the moment, or what?
Not immediately. I need to investigate, so do as you wish, I guess.
Okay, well it's been really good fun tonight. I mean, with what you've been doing there, us following you, even though we got shot down by a blow. It's been really good, and with Ghetto in my aircraft with me, it's been really good.
Yeah, it has been alright. I wouldn't necessarily, from my experience, I wouldn't necessarily class this bit as fantastic, but just because it's come up with another bug. But it's the first time I've done it for this particular helicopter, and this was very much on the flight, so I don't mind as much that it went wrong. It's just annoying that I can't think the brain moved fast enough to get to the fix.
I mean, to me it all seems very functional, very worthwhile. I'm not sure if they're looking around for the third orange circle. And apparently within that circle, once I get to the last one, we'll say there's an item which fell off an aircraft or whatever, which they then have to collect in the chopper and take it back, I guess, with the intel that it carries. Nice bit of helicopter flying there by Undead. Quite a variety of vehicles on the road, which is nice. Oh, they're going under a bridge. You're not going to fly through that, are you, Undead? No. I guess they were his fun flares. So when you see that, it's because I'm looking at my other monitor. Well, one of my other monitors. That's the thing with this. I need 3 monitors and I still run out of space. So that's where they're at. I don't think the 109s will go for them, because I think the 109s are kind of programmed to go for aircraft, like aeroplanes, as opposed to anything that flies. So I don't think they will attack Undead and Laxel. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So there they are, there's those two 109s, they're ignoring the helicopter.
Ghetto Zebras. It's been a great night and weekend of flights. Gonna take off now. Hope to catch you guys next weekend.
Yeah,
Ghetto
sure.
Zebras. Fun flights in the car sun.
Yeah, it was all very good. Yeah, it was a good evening in various ways. So thanks for being there and doing that, and for your work and all of that. It's been really good to just to do the teamwork in a joint aircraft. It's shooting those targets, but those targets are not shooting. So yeah, okay, I'll be closing soon, I think, anyway. So yeah, thanks for being there, Ghetto. Thanks for joining, and catch you next weekend, Friday. For those that missed it, Ghetto and I were in the same aircraft. I was piloting the Mosquito. Ghetto was doing various things. Didn't quite get as far as you
We'll see you in about a week.
Yep, likewise, and you take care, sir. Take care, take care of them. Got some actual targets over there that you can go for, because they're shooting it in. I think they probably are too there.
150.
So it's been a good night. I've had flights in the Spitfire and in the Mosquito tonight, and Mosquito flights, as I was saying earlier on, Ghetto joined me in there. He sat in the radio operator's seat and was able to do various things like start the engines, and he was starting the engine while I was throwing other switches and doing other stuff, and then when we took off, he was able to put the flaps up so that I didn't have to take my hand off the stick and grab the mouse to click onto the flaps later. He was able to do that for me. That was brilliant. They are on their way back to base now. And he's just having fun shooting at the ground.
There they are. I'm assuming you're going to cut north because the helipads are in that sort of area. Oh, there's the airfield. Chimney stacks, fuel processing plant, taxiway, blah blah. You'll go for that early bed line. Oh, it might be just laying on the edge of this taxiway. I'm guessing. I suspect he'll shut his engine down soon. And we'll probably fold there for the night. It's been a very good evening, really good fun. Multiple occupancy of a couple of vehicles, that one, like this helicopter and my Mosquito. Very good. And the Mosquito was using rockets and bombs and bullets, so that was good for me. So in the past, not taking bombs much. Rockets I'm not very good with, but I like to use them. But now I'm getting better with both, so that's good. Okay, that's all I did. Did you copy? Okay, I didn't hear a voice, but I did get a transmit. So I'm thinking it's probably getting to a point now where a comfort break would be nice. So I think it's probably good for me to fold there. I'll say again though, it's been a really good evening. It's been really nice. The stuff we've done, you guys in one aircraft, and Ghetto and myself in another aircraft, working together in two aircraft. It's been really good fun.
Yeah, it's not been too bad. It's just been a little bit annoying, but I'm sure we'll get there.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. It's all part of the progress. What actual part was you not comfy with then?
Well, because we've never done it in the Apache before, so I was making a new condition on the fly, which there was a little bit of error over what the Apache module the name comes back as. So I had read it and put spaces in, but the spaces were actually converted to underscores in the prop name. So what that meant is it couldn't find what module we were in, which meant it couldn't supply a proper frequency, and that's one issue which I can work around because I can manually change the frequency in the Intel object. The other issue is that once we've set a frequency in the helicopter isn't accepting a different frequency, so it might even be an Apache bug that it's compounding issues.
Right, okay. So that, of course, is where another aircraft that can tune radio, such as Solomon of Oz, as we had before I was shot down, could overcome that as well.
Anything that has direction finding capability, basically, because most of the radios can receive the signal that gets broadcast. For certain helicopters, in order for using that signal as a direction source, it has to be a particular type of signal. Of course, I've not done it in the Apache before, so I'm not entirely sure which one this requires.
Yeah, sure. It will get there, and it's coming along nicely. There's a lot of work. Once again, thank you for all that. Maybe you have to put a lot into that. And you're even, as you were saying, actually adjusting the code on the, if you'll pardon the expression, fly earlier on.
Yes, that's what I'm sort of doing at the moment. But it's a change that I've made to how I write some of the code, so I can hot reload the file without reloading permission.
Sure. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to cut out now, and we'll catch you next Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. If I manage to make any progress, then I might hop on during the week and just push it up and do some tests.
Sure. Okay. If Undead's receiving, nice flying with you, sir, and it was really good fun. I've been following you all the way back from the last place you landed at. You were on my stream. I was following you back, watching. Someone shooting at the ground, but it doesn't matter. But it's good. Thanks for being there, and we'll catch you next weekend, hopefully.
Roger that, you take it easy, and I'll catch you. I'll drop you a message if I manage to get in there, do anything before.
Yep, okay. Alright, we'll take care of all. TTFN. Alright, as you can see, I'm sitting in my Mosquito, but I haven't got any plans of. It's 3:40 a.m. for me, so I'm not got any plans of flying further tonight. So, but we will be flying next weekend, Friday evening and Saturday evening. We normally start flying coming up to midnight, and then go through for a couple of 2 or 3 hours from there, as we have tonight. And we do that on Friday night and Saturday night, kicking off, as I say, at roughly midnight UK time. Thanks everyone for being there. Whenever you can, drop a message. It's always appreciated, just to have that little bit of interaction. So please consider that. And before I actually close the stream, I will give it a little break in case anyone wants to put any kind of a message on the chat. Okay, we're back to the main screen.
Scots_models.
Scots.
See you next time.
Okay, Scots. Yeah, next time is Friday, and the time after that is Saturday. So yeah, hopefully see you then. Take care, sir. Good night. And for anyone else that's still there, still got your ears on, not falling asleep, yeah, next Friday. I'm going to close the stream now, and we'll be flying again Friday and Saturday. Take care.